Podcast City Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Let's get it on!
Come into the ring, step into the fire, see what you want, baby. If your heart has desire, get up, get knocked down. Deathmatch Russell Podcast, Deathmatch Russell Podcast, Deathmatch Russell Podcast.
And good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. And my guest tonight, the one and only smooth criminal, Rob.
That's
Boris.
right. Smooth criminal Rob Boris. You got it, sir.
How you doing? It's we're just recovering from WrestleMania weekend. I was telling you, Dallas had some busy WrestleMania events in presence as well. You know, 2 days of crazy wrestling, like weekend of wrestling, and women's wrestling as well. Mission Pro Wrestling made its debut at Game Changer Wrestling, the Collective, which was by Thunder Rosa. Shout out to her for putting that on, and the girls did pretty well from what I saw watching all the matches on Fight TV.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like, just so many shows. Like, I was trying to get to more myself, but I mean, I was on like 4 shows the past weekend. But even then, I was like, okay, can we stay here? Can we go to this show? Let's go check out this show. It's like,
there's so much going around Dallas and probably up by your area as well, you know?
Oh yeah, it's been I don't know if you heard of the guy Philip Stamper. He does does a list with all the shows and everything.
Yes.
Oh crap, there was like 7 or 8 shows like every single day since like last Thursday.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It was crazy. From Black Label Pro to you name it, you know, Game Changers, the Collective to the Effie's Gay Brunch to the culture, you know, for the culture, and
yes,
you know, and then the main Joey's Janela's Spring Break. Like, that's craziness. 2 nights of that.
Yeah, actually, just was before we did this, I was watching the what is it? The Spring Break, yeah, Joey Janela's Spring Break. Yeah. Oh man, I gotta go back.
Effie did pretty good. He wrestled Suzuki, Monaro Suzuki, in one of his matches actually.
Also, I was saying I saw like some clips too. It was just like hit me harder. It's like, why? Why would you say that? I mean, shows how big balls of Effie's got though.
Yeah, and he just keeps on going. he's like the Energizer Bunny. Like, he's just on the roll, and like he's going to be in. I think they got 2 more shows coming up, and then they'll be back in Atlantic City for the big shebang again. Prelude to Violence the weekend before TOS. Like, it's just the roller coaster doesn't stop. The roller coaster doesn't stop.
No, it definitely doesn't. And man, I did want to go see the Effie's Big Gay Brunch, but
yeah.
2 hours after that, but it looks so
that
awesome.
would have been. I wish Effie would bring that to like the East Coast. I would love to see that happen. Maybe like a summertime shebang. You know, get like something sort of.
Yeah, like a big gay summertime brunch.
There you go. Yeah, but anyway, how you doing? I just see you just won a couple of matches this past week as well. Man, you're just like on a roll.
Yes. I'm counting my match with Carlos Diaz a win. Okay. We got attacked, so I'm counting that as a disqualification win. I don't care.
Right.
Then it was it's been such a blur. Like, I should be able to remember everything a little bit more clearly.
I know. Yeah. Just too much craziness and drinking, and I know it's just been a wild weekend. It really has been, and then to watch a little bit of WrestleMania. You know, come on, it's like crazy. It was crazy.
Yes, the big show was all of them are big shows. But gosh, the IHWE show was like such a big Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. It was like a big venue, like all these big stars around me. I'm wrestling with Corey Constantine, who I just love, and he's he's a great wrestler. I'm getting to wrestle like all these impressive guys, and it's just like mind blowing, honestly.
And then also you had you actually had a really nice guest at your show. You had the one and only JTS, and they were just announcing his brother for that Hall of Fame thing or something, I believe, which was
JTG. He was he was at the GWF show. The one I was on yesterday, and man, he's like honestly, that's like been like the main guy that everyone was excited to see, like from my school, like DFW. Like, I was still a student there, like whenever Crime Time first came to VIP. Just the most like down to earth, humble dudes, like just so nice and awesome, like just willing to joke with you and mess around with you, and
it's like when they came to the East Coast, they used to come to a company called Jersey All Pro Wrestling all the time, and they would joke with the crowd a lot. And my buddy actually, funny thing was, they called him Bra Man because he would wear a bra on his head.
That's awesome.
and they bid it, and then JT got on the mic and said, "How much you want for this, kids? We're selling off this guy's fucking bra."
Oh my god, yeah, that just sounds just like them. Oh.
And then the funny thing is, the kid actually became a local wrestler at like a local wrestler in independent, because that's what he wanted to do. Brandon the Bull. Shout out to him. Yeah, so
that's dope, man.
I know.
Yeah, he had like a banger match yesterday with Luke Gotti, and all that. Man, just a way to like just put a perfect little cap on that show. I definitely want to wrestle him someday, hopefully someday soon. If you're listening,
you never know. Or Effie, anybody on the list?
Yes, that is. I would absolutely love to wrestle Effie. Like, actually, why am I going blank on his name? Can't remember his last name. Bryce, one of the announcers, he actually told me, like, I got a little excited. He was like, "Yeah, I told Effie about you last night." And I'm like, "Oh, Effie knows about me now." Oh, that's awesome.
Let's get his name out there. So Effie, if you're listening, take this guy on. He's ready for a challenge.
Yes, please. We'll definitely have an awesome match.
Bring him to Texas, right? Bring him back to Texas. He loves going to Texas. Effie loves Texas.
Yes, I hope so, because I mean, we got like a bunch of over at Loco. A lot of the GCW guys come down. That's what I'm kind of hoping for in the future, is that he comes down with them one day. Hopefully in the summer.
Summertime.
That's what Loco show, and we can have a match. Just throwing it out there.
I was going to say, have you wrestled at the Loco?
No, not yet. I've had talks with him though, so I'm hoping.
Okay.
So
I was shout out to them, because they do phenomenal work with the guys and their roster, who they have in Ninja Mac, their standout star Dante Leone. Come on, like
I've seen those matches with Dante Leone and Ninja Mac, and I love me some Chris Carter. Chris Carter, he's just like
Chris Carter and Mystery Q.
Yes, Mystery. Oh yeah, Serious Q. He is like just always giving like putting on really good matches, and I think he had one with Sam Stackhouse not too long ago.
Yes, he did. There's another guy that's really putting his name out there and has been doing good things for himself.
Oh yeah, that's another person I definitely want to wrestle. I have like a little 2022 list of like everybody I want to wrestle, and he was like definitely one of the top ones.
Yeah, because he came a long way from where he was, just to prove who he was, take on Matt Cardona, come on.
That's awesome.
What do you think of that name, Matt Cardona? He's such a, that really launched a huge comeback for him just to get himself recognized.
I was highly impressed. I mean, I always knew about like the internet show he would do during the WWE and everything that
Mhm.
a lot of people liked, and I was just blown away by all the comebacks and everything. It was that the big match with Nick Gage that really just made me go like, wow, this guy is something else. This is just awesome. Like, and it just
Mhm.
keeps like you think there's like no, I don't know. You don't think like there's going to be enough. I don't know, like how you put it. It's going to get stale after a while, but it hasn't. He's found a way to top himself like every time, and it's
Mhm. Mhm.
seriously impressive. Especially
Yeah,
how,
he's been challenging to different guys also, besides Joey as well,
yeah, oh yeah, and and I saw the Effie match. That was great, and just the Joey Janela match, and then gosh, now he's on NWA. It's
I'll tell you what, I wasn't there for the first time that he came to the Nick Gage show, but I was there for the Effie match, and then Jarrett shows up.
Yeah, that was insane.
So, that was insane. And now he's like, I think Jarrett's gonna make a little comeback tour for a little bit. I have a feeling. Because I'm seeing
Yeah,
new clips out there. He's playing like mind games with everybody. So
yeah, I was impressed. Like, and as soon as that happened, like the whole internet's just blowing up. It's like I never thought I wanted to see Jeff Jarrett versus Effie, but give me Jeff Jarrett versus Effie.
right. But they have had it and they did it, And
Yeah.
now who else? Now who else is on the list? I mean, there's so many guys that wanted competition and get their name known, by a legend, or
Yeah, definitely. Like, gosh, that's yeah, gosh, just even think like it's only 22 and you can still potentially have a match with Jeff Jarrett. It's like just mind blowing for
Mhm.
wrestlers, and then you get to see Jeff Jarrett still wrestle. It's mind blowing as a
Yeah.
fan too.
When's the last time you ever saw him wrestle? Ooh, live
Ooh,
ever, or
that's
did you ever? Have you ever
no,
seen him?
I never saw him live, but I used to watch him on WCW. Like this will might show my age a little bit, but
Yeah.
on the WCW 2000, I used to hate him because here he just comes out of nowhere. He's beating all my
TNA, also the TNA era when he was like first starting out in the TNA era.
yes, and I'd get mad at that too because he would beat all my favorite guys. He'd beat Jay Lethal and just everybody. I'm just like,
AJ and they would just go to town. Yeah, first time I ever saw. I think actually first time I saw him. Vince Russo ran a little promotion for a while, or Vince was a part of a promotion in Jersey. It was called NWA Cyberspace,
oh, okay, yeah, I remember. Like I vaguely remember
and
it, but yeah,
and Jarrett was a part of it. Like he was like the big holder of it, the company, like kind of
okay,
before this other guy was like I forget his name, Firehawk something, but like he made a match just pop, like get noticed, like Rhino, and the you had a lot of guys from the TNA, the beer guys. Oh,
beer money. Was it?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Chris Harrison and the
Oh,
other guy.
yeah, Chris James Storm. I think,
Hmm.
yeah, James Storm, Chris Harris, America's
Right,
Wanted.
most wanted, yeah.
Yeah,
But like they gave a storyline, it was good. They had the TNA kind of like feel to it, but it was more wrestling, like local wrestling. You know what I mean? Like independent wrestling was not, they're just getting the eyes of people. You know what I mean?
that's awesome. I love that.
Hmm.
That's so cool. Like I kind of miss
I
like
just yeah, you don't see the rare like oddball wrestling with like the superstars come out.
no, definitely not. Like
Hmm.
well, I mean, now it's like a weird thing of like you either have wrestlers that want to be taken like serious, like really overly serious, and then other people that are too afraid to like do anything that stands out. But
Right. What growing up? What was it like for you watching wrestling? What was it? What was in
um,
your growing
um
up?
oh
Yeah.
gosh, so I grew up on the WCW in WCW, NWO, WWF, Attitude Era kind of stuff.
Hmm.
And yeah, so that was like my thing. So I grew up on watch Goldberg was my favorite for like a long, long time. Then And I remember like the first story that I actually started to really care about, I guess, was Mankind versus no, it was Mick Foley versus Cactus Jack and Triple H and that whole like feud. And oh my god, it was just so awesome. And like seeing him like finally make it to the main event of WrestleMania, like just that was just like that was a beautiful moment to me. I loved it. And
that's like Triple H when he was actually Hunter Hearst Helmsley, when he was like first just doing his run with with a lot of the guys, and they never really just toyed with like the do you remember when he like had that the Godwins? Do you remember the Godwins?
Yes, I do.
And they had a match with it was a pig pen match, I believe, and Triple H was a part of that.
Yes, yeah.
With Hunter Hearst. I never forget that moment.
Oh yeah, so it was like I came in like right after it, so it was like the Ministry of Darkness was when I got into wrestling. So I was like right after the Godwins. Well, still
Godwins and Gangrel and just like everybody, the Brood.
The Brood, the Ministry, the Hardy Boys, and then Dudley's coming in after that. Just so many great. Like it's crazy because like people like kind of crap on like all like the out there stuff in wrestling, but I'm just like, bro, do you guys not remember like the Attitude Era? We had like Austin hung up on a cross and we weren't complaining.
No, we had Booker T and fucking Stone Cold going at it in a supermarket. Come on,
I still remember that.
I'll never forget that night because you know why? I was actually at New York City with my sister at that Sunday night Heat taping at Christmas time. They were doing the Sunday night. I was so hyped about that. I was like that. I got to be at that restaurant when that was around, and that night was like Ric Flair, like Taz and everybody was there. It was like wow. This is amazing. I'm like watching Booker T and Stone Cold go at it right on, worldwide national TV,
Yes, that's awesome. Like, oh my gosh, I always wanted to go to it was called like WWF New York, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I always wanted to go there as a kid, just seeing that like all the time, seeing them like do the interviews there and everything. But
then, yeah, you think of who's been through there? Christian and Edge, the Dudley Boys, Trent Acid, and his partner Johnny Cashmere, the backseat boys. They did a spiel there. I totally forgot about that.
Oh gosh, yeah, I didn't even know because
I found that last week on the internet. I'll find that for you. That's funny.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that. I was like just about to go to YouTube and type it in for a second.
Yeah, and I found the episode I was on too. I was like, "Wow, this is so cool! I'm here." I am standing behind Michael Cole and Taz. Just not knowing what's going on. My sister. There's like they told us, okay, there's gonna be wrestling. There's gonna be wrestling going on. Okay, like what? I'm like, all right. You want to be live on TV tonight? Okay. So I got right up behind. Why not? And then Taz was so cool because we got the new Ric Flair chants during the whole like. Who's the master of figure four during like a Prince, not Albert. No, Chuck Colombo was out at the ring. So they were like, they were doing a night in Charlotte. So it was pretty cool. Like,
awesome.
I called my mom up. I'm like, Mom, can you record it? And then I finally had a friend, VHS it. And then I got it to hard disk, I'm like, this is classic.
That's great. Yeah, man. Still remember those days.
Big Show was there. I think Big Show was in the ring, and the women's match. It was like I think it was Jasmine versus somebody else. Yeah, like Trish Stratus or somebody.
That's so cool.
What was your first show that you ever went to? Ooh. Oh man, did you ever go to a Raw or a taping?
Actually, I might get a little teary-eyed because like this is actually a really sentimental moment, I guess, for me because like my my dad always kind of like made fun of me for liking wrestling, and he would like get into it. Like, but I don't know if he was like being serious or not. It always seemed like he was just going like as a joke. But then I guess like I saw they were coming to Tyler, Texas, and I was living in East Texas at the time in the country. And I guess I must have like begged and pleaded my family or my parents to take me. My dad my dad took me and my cousin, and we got to see it. There was somebody that was supposed to be Big Show. He was supposed to be on the main event and everything. That was going to be the Big Show versus William Regal or Bradshaw. He wasn't there, but we got Bradshaw and William Regal, and no one really thought it was going to be like a. I would just say they didn't think it was going to be a good main event. They were just expecting more the bigger names. But holy crap, they did a Kiss My Flag match. Bradshaw beat him, and he's like holding the flag. He's like, and he says something along the lines of, Texas we have a very like home team mentality about our state. Like, you don't mess with Texas kind of thing. And so he was like, I'm not going to let this son of a bitch like kiss our flag with those lips and stuff like that, and just the whole crowd popped. It just went wild. And then like my dad like bought me, my cousin, like the rock koozie or like the foam thingy, and then he bought me the APA foam beer that they had. Got home and my mom was so pissed. Because I'm a 11-year-old kid coming home with a giant foam beer. Jeez.
You know what? That sounds like me growing up. My dad took me to Atlantic City, WrestleMania 5, Atlantic City.
That's awesome. Oh,
sitting up in the nosebleeds, got me and you're looking down, and 5 rows next to me, Jesse the Body and Gorilla Monsoon on commentary. I'm holding the old Mega Powers poster up, for man, the hype. It was there, I was so into it. It was like your first you hear the thump of the the mic, because that that when they had the microphone under the ring all the time.
Oh right, yeah.
The echoed through the whole. I know, but just to see all the guys, to even see Owen Hart like as the Blue Blazer, like come on.
It's cool. Yeah, that's so like. I mean, it's something to be able to say like you went to WrestleMania, but you got to go to like one of the very first ones.
I always like to show off my stub. I still have it. But I had Shawn Marty Jannetty sign my thing at a local show, because you know what, you have to, because he was a rocker,
Yeah, dude, I love me some Marty Jannetty. Like he's still out there putting on some good matches out like every now and then. Like
he is.
I still remember the SmackDown episode. Like he came back for a little bit to help Shawn Michaels and had a match with Kurt Angle, I think it was. And all the fun times. So
Kurt Angle, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Kurt Angle, man. He was a character. He was a good one. He'd always be on TNA and WWE. He came around a lot, He was one of those guys that would go to town shows, which was always cool, Just a.
That's so awesome. Like he was, I love me some. Whenever I started like to appreciate like the the work for the match work or the work rate, I guess you'd say, like that was one of the guys I was like, yes, like this every match I'm watching with him is just awesome. And the Undertaker Kurt Angle match at No Way Out was great, man.
It's like Jericho back in his day. Man, I miss that guy. Like his action was good with like all those guys, Kurt Angle to.
All that.
But besides the WrestleMania, have you gone to anything else? Have you ever?
Yeah, I've gone to like when I was a teenager. Like me and my stepbrother, we would go to the shows whenever they would come, like in the summer. So we got to go to I think we actually got to go to both Saturday night main events. And no, we went to a Saturday night main event, and then we went to like when they were pretty much having all the shows on one show. It was a super show, so ECW, SmackDown, and Raw on the same night. And so we went to both those shows, and it was funny. There was a spot where John Cena's going to do the FU on Edge into the table, and we see a guy dressed as Spider-Man, and me and my brother keep yelling. We're just like, "Save him, Spider-Man! Save him, please, save him!" Then we were so crushed when he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, like me, it's like I SummerSlam. I did a SummerSlam. I did No Way Out. Like Punk was just coming in, like Punk was just big, crazy. Like, but actually, I remember going to SummerSlam and it was Triple H coming out when he had his injury on his knee. Like he was when he had that brace on his knee, just making his recovery because that big, the big operating image would come on the screen of him, the cyborg, when they were doing that cyborg gimmick for him just to, reboot him.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yes. I'm trying to remember like what year that was, but yeah. I'm remembering like.
I totally remember that, and Steve Austin was there. It was the Carlitos Cabana. I think it was the Cabana show where they had like all that stupid, like just everybody would run around drinking beer and just partying and big show. Everybody was just being stupid,
Yes. Okay. I'm remembering that one now. Oh, that was cool.
That was No Way Out. Big show in the cage.
Yes.
With that guy laryngitis, laryngitis or whatever his name.
John Laurinaitis.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful name.
That name really didn't last that long, though. He didn't really last that long.
I was kind of tripped me out whenever I found out he was, I think, Animal's brother, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of cool.
And then going to like house show. I've been to like a WWE house show, and it was like Eugene and Ric Flair or somebody else. I don't remember. There's so many shows you can go back to your childhood. It's like unbelievable.
Right.
I did see Cena versus Jericho in a cage match in a house show. Oh, I remember that. And Howard Finkel was there, and I got to like he's like, "Hello, crowd. Hey, how are you?" I'm like sitting like 8th row,
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Just to say hello, would have been cool if he came. Yeah.
I'm picturing like the big booing voice and everything, just the real distinct voice.
Mm-hmm. And then they had that ECW came around, like they did, I guess, that tour, and they came to my local town. I was like, big show, and CM Punk and Tommy Dreamer and Sabu and I think like God. Not somebody, like all the other guys, like just a basic roster of ECW and WWE.
Yeah,
they did. I know, it was crazy.
You're making the kid in me like so jealous because I actually, when ECW first came back, Tyler, Texas was one of the towns that came back to. But my brother had to pick between that and the Super Show or Saturday Night Main Event. Right. I wanted to go so bad.
But I also had a chance, and I went to that One Night Stand Part 2 in New York City. So yes, I was there for that. That crazy.
I hate you, but just because I'm jealous.
I know. So I got to see Jerry Lawler, Jerry the King smack Joey Styles, and because I'm sitting right there, and Balls Mahoney big shout out to him. I was like, because I was good friends with Balls, which was really cool growing up. I mean, not growing up, but I worked at a dollar store. I didn't know what ECW was. And this guy comes walking in, it's Balls Mahoney. I'm stocking shelves at 18, Yeah.
So, you just see like this big old Balls Mahoney coming around with the hair and the fucking beard and everything. Like, punchy looking and everything.
Yes, and wrestlers would come next door because there was the Big and Tall store. Big and Tall. So local wrestlers would come in and out. My friend was the manager, and he said Public Enemy would be there every day getting their. That's where they got those clothes from. Wow, talk about a tag team, right? Like they were you think about it, they were the innovators of the table before the Hardy, like before the Dudleys. Really, people didn't,
Yeah, I remember that because I was like, they were the first ones to bring out the table and start like, just like you said, exactly. I even forgot about that.
No. Yeah, Lottie Dottie, we liked to party, right?
Yeah.
That was like their. I never got a. I
waves.
never got. Growing up in New Jersey, or not from. Well, I was born in Great Forks, North Dakota, but I mean, growing up on the East Coast, I never got a chance to go to ECW, like early on, to the arena.
Dang. That's so you didn't go to the, but the big one's the Hammerstein Ballroom, and the other one's the Bingo.
I've been to the Hammerstein so many times. Yeah, I've been
Nice.
there for a lot of the Ring of Honor. I've been there for a lot of final battles when they had the Bryan Danielson moments and just Kevin Steen and the Briscoes and God, the kings of wrestling. Come on, Claudio and Nigel McGuinness and just the
Oh yeah, dude, that's like perfect years too. Like those really good early years.
Oh yeah, and even earlier, I got to see. Well, I got to see CM Punk before he left for WWE. Like his final match with Austin Aries. Like that was like, yeah. And then Christopher Daniels jumps the guardrail right where I am. Excuse me, kid. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's insane.
But that's when the Punk did that big speech there, his big pipe bomb speech, about the devil, about the snake, and which was crazy. And you think about it, that story there was about Jake the Snake a lot too. People didn't realize, But then MJF took that. MJF took that little swerve there. You see that? He took that on him.
I gotta honestly, I gotta catch up on AEW. Like I'm still a few weeks behind.
I am too. After WrestleMania, it's been a lot of good. It's crazy, and a lot of good people. A lot of people were getting. A lot of friends are getting noticed on AEW Dark. So
that's I'm just trying to figure out how to get on there myself. I'm still trying to ask some people. I'm like, how'd you work that, bro?
You could do it. You could do it.
Yeah, I know it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
It is. It's
I'm just impatient and want to just hurry up and get out there.
Yeah. It's like you want to come to the East Coast and wrestle. I bet you. Ooh.
Yes, definitely. I'm actually gonna be looking into some companies in the East Coast and West Coast to try to travel out there too. Actually, just talked to. Shout out to the Exotic Youth group of wrestlers from School of Morton. Been talking a little bit. Go out with them, the Exotic Youth. But anyways, definitely check them out, guys.
I've had them on a podcast. Their characters, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, that's even better. That's dope.
Yeah. Also,
so nice.
Also, you should check out Titan Championship Wrestling, my local promotion. It's if Phil knows about it. It's a local Jersey-based promotion, and actually, there's an open challenge coming the 23rd for the title already. Look at that!
Okay.
There's a challenge being thrown down. Everybody's.
Well, I mean, I do like challenges, definitely, especially open challenges where I can just run out, just give it
walk right in. Yeah, walk right in. Come right in.
One day you're done, man. But yeah, I'll definitely check out you guys.
Actually, I believe the name of the event is called Blunt Force Trauma. Ooh. So what do you think that means? What do you think that means? We're going 911 style. Ambulance. We're gonna have an old school ambulance match. Ooh.
Yes, I love.
And the building is actually an EMS building, so which is even better. It's going to be in the bay, I've never gone to a show in a bay like that, ever. Always the Firehouse, maybe I'm sure you have too. I've gone to Firehouses. I said, you ever been to Firehouse shows? Like you do run shows out of a firehouse?
No, I haven't actually. Which is
kind of like a.
There's
usually by us, it's all VFW halls and Elks lodges and red police athletic leagues buildings or sports, sports center, little sports building, recreation building.
Yeah, the recreation centers, and convention centers, and all that stuff. Yeah. that I've never been at a show out. I haven't been yet to a show out of Firehouse or EMS building. The EMS building's tripping me out. That's cool.
It really is. It is. It's a different experience, you know. And
Mhm. Yeah, like I definitely love to check you guys out. Like
mm-hmm.
where pardon me for asking, what state is it in?
That's
Like,
Ocean, New Jersey, Ocean County, Brick
oh, right.
Township,
Okay.
Toms River, New Jersey.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'd love to come out there. Like,
we actually have a dojo. They have
oh,
their own.
sweet.
I mean, training school. Excuse me, in downtown, in Delaware. Actually, they have the training. Titan Championship Wrestling has the dojo, the training school.
That's awesome.
Actually, no. Also there, but also in Toms River, we have the trainings because they have the ring at the rec center all the time. They train out there.
Oh,
which is cool. Mm-hmm.
So they train at like both places. That's cool. That's really awesome.
Two places. Absolutely. I'll give you some information later. I'll put your name out there. I'll put your name in.
You're the best, dude.
Thank you. I try to get people booked. And Charlie, if you're listening, please take a chance at somebody like this guy. Come on, he's from Texas. He wants to make a name for himself. And you know, hi Charlie. Yeah, shout out to
Charlie. I'm a very good wrestler. I'm a very flamboyant wrestler. You'll respond to me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could take on all. Ooh, you can take them all.
But no, I appreciate
it. Even the females, right? We can't even leave them out. No, intergender matches are the best, right? You cannot.
Yes. There's actually one girl out here I want to wrestle. I don't know if you've heard of Killer Kate. She's yeah, me and her have been trying to find a way to have a match together, to find a promotion that's willing to do like the intergender match together. She's actually got and her partner is her boyfriend Corey. So he's too. So trying to find some way into like intergender tag team or find somewhere. I don't know. They're just awesome, great guys.
Also, have you checked out H2O?
Yes, I have checked out H2O. And
I was going to mention that too, because Tyler, and just a whole bunch of other people. Phil Stanford knows a lot of people. Everybody knows a lot of people out of there.
It's like they have like death matches, right?
Yeah, not all death matches, wrestling matches as well.
That's cool. That's actually like something I've been like kind of looking to get into. Is like a little bit more death matches, or like here and there at least.
A little hardcore, right? A little hardcore, they call it. Hardcore.
Because like
you want to dabble. You want to dabble.
Yes. There you go. That's the perfect word for it.
Dabble, because
I do love like traditional wrestling and regular wrestling, but I also want to do here and there death match. Because first company I worked for was actually Extreme Championship Wrestling, XCW, I should say. So, that's what they were famous for was, death matches. In fact, they had this crazy Devil's Bunk Beds match, which was they had a table and they would staple barbed wire into the table and put light tubes through the barbed wire and then set it on fire and then put another one just like that on top of it. So you go through the
hey Everett Lee, how are you? That's one of my good friends right there. Shout out to him. His voice is hoarse right now, so he's just gonna comment.
A lot of people's heart.
Yeah, it's okay. I think because everybody's hoarse weekend. Yeah, that's the one thing. I'll tell you what. That's the one thing, man. When you're at a show and you're just so amped up, you lose your voice. It's like,
Exactly. It's like either this weekend you were either like screaming out of the TV, screaming out of a match you're at live, or you're a wrestler just screaming your lungs out at whoever you're fighting.
I mean, a lot of the wrestlers and commentators, like, my God, they were just losing their voices. Like, they just keep it going. But that they had the backup people too, so that was a plus to have. You have to have that in the business,
Yeah, I can only imagine like just getting hoarse and not being able to say anything other than fans.
I know. You want to say thank you, fans, thank you for coming. You know,
like, oh, this gotta be like the worst feeling.
Yeah,
but
so what do you have coming up? Anything coming up? You got any? Oh man,
yes.
Lots.
I actually just got.
Wait. Let's go. Let's take a break for that minute. What are you currently listening to? Ooh, music wise, I like to switch it up. Yeah.
Oh, I like it. What am I currently listening to? Gosh, I've been listening to. So I've been listening to like my theme music a lot. Like, just helps me get pumped up. Industry Baby, like that's one song I use some places. Yeah, with Lil Nas X. Also listen to listening to a lot of the newer pop songs like what's his name? It's like the Kid Laroi and some Justin Bieber, just stuff like that.
Post Malone to whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also listen to techno.
And the throwback stuff, you know, from growing up as well, you know.
I'll say that again.
I said throwback tunes, you know, like your alternative, like Creed to STP to, you know.
Mm-hmm. I grew up on all that. The Creed and POD and what was it? There was Stained and
Pearl Jam and
Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains and what was it? There was I remember another one was.
He drank. He drank too much last night for WrestleMania.
Totally feel you there, like
Eric. What do you think of this weekend at WrestleMania?
You think of the weekend? Oh, does it mean like the weekend?
Oh, what is he, Everett? You're going fast here. Hold on, one question at a time.
Oh my goodness. I like the weekend. Like this song. What was the gosh, is that big one? That big song that he had. I'm going blank on it. It's but yeah, I like his stuff a lot. He's really good. But yeah, I used to when I was a teenager, I listened to a lot of like, you know, the emo music, the My Chemical Romance, The Used, First to Last, and all of
Actually, I think GCW recently, a while back, they did a New York show with the all emo night. I wish I was there for it.
Yeah, Chris Carter was there.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Yeah, he was stoked, dude. He was like so happy to be up there. I was like, come on, let's go find another show, bro. But I
did get to see Wheatus play when Nate Webb came out for that Lost in New York Game Changer show when Wheatus came to perform for Nate Webb, which was really cool. That that was like a huge pop for him, you know, because that, you know, Nate's theme was always teenage dirtbag, you know.
Yeah.
So just to see, come on, Everett. Jeez, Everett. What is he talking about now?
Taylor Hawkins. I'm not. Well,
who is? I'm not sure, Everett. We don't know that guy.
I'm probably gonna feel terrible in like 20 minutes whenever I find out. Oh, it's that guy. I know him from this. Oh. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's terrible. I feel bad for him. Like,
sorry.
Some prayers.
Oh, that was the same question. All right, Everett, you're killing me here. Kill me.
I like it. I'm enjoying it.
What kind of movies are you into? What are you? What do you catch?
Was that? Drummer. Oh.
There. Oh. Ooh. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, me neither. Oh gosh.
Wow, sorry to hear about that, man.
Yeah, I do feel terrible. Wow. That's awful. I feel bad because he was so young too. Mm-hmm. Still young, kind of.
Movie wise, okay. Back movie.
I got bummed out. No movies. I actually. Funny thing is, I actually went to college for communication arts to make films and stuff. So I like dramas. I like dramas. I'll watch like the superhero movie every once in a while and comedies.
And I still haven't watched Batman. I need to watch it.
Yeah, me neither. I got I was gonna go see it and then I got like deathly sick. Like that.
Yeah.
allergies just came in here and kicked everybody's ass like this past month. But yeah, actually, my favorite movie is The Graduate, old '60s movie with Dustin Hoffman. It's like a coming of age movie. It's really good, definitely. And I'm into like all the Academy Award movies, and I used to try to watch every single like Best Picture movie whenever I was into it. I don't have time for any of that.
No. What's your go-to food for after a show you love to eat? Ooh, man, that's always the eat.
I'm glad you said after the show because my diet is terrible. All I eat is eggs and kidney beans and black beans, and it's not fun.
Yeah, it sounds like real. That sounds pizza or whatever. Good corn dog or no corn dog. What the hell? That's going to Carnival.
I miss all of that. I miss every bit of that, like turkey legs, like big sandwiches, and like I'll still like sneak in like the Taco Bell black bean burrito. So, but I don't know. After the show, like
so many good places. Good sushi place, or just like a good.
Because they're always closed after my shows. And usually, like so like around here, especially, I'll always go to. I try to go to the. What am I going to play? The. I don't know. It's like it's a taco place at like Fuel City Tacos. That's it. Like best tacos, best burritos, everything. But whenever I'm not around there, it's usually Taco Bell. Like, and
I guess that's more, but you're out, you're Western. That's like more like Mexican. Texas is known for Mexican. I know that. Jersey Shore, we have your go-to burrito place like Buku Burrito or Taco Bell. That's like our two, or Chili's. Okay, we do have a Chili's and a Ponderosa. Okay. But we're known more. We're at the shore. So what do we think? Seafood. We have a lot of seafood places. Pizza places galore. Italian food. Sushi. Chinese, of course. It's just like you're going to New York, but a little more expensive. We're in the city.
Also, because like you said, it's pretty much all like around here. Most instead of like all seafood places, it's Tex-Mex places.
Yeah, Tex-Mex or steakhouses. Or barbecue. You're known for barbecue too.
Yep, all that stuff. Gotta love the Texas Roadhouse. Gotta love the Dickey's barbecue. Like, well, you go
now. Do you go to Buc-ee's a lot? Ooh.
Yes, I do. Like
my friend just picked me up a sweatshirt from WrestleMania weekend.
That's awesome.
I got one coming to me, but yeah, that's a good place. That's my bucket place to go when I go to Texas next time for wrestling.
Yeah, we're always stopping there on like the car rides and car loads and like the trips and even my buddy.
That's like our East Coast Wawa and like Sheets, as they say.
I've heard of Wawa. Yeah. And what was the other one? Sheets.
That's Pittsburgh.
Okay. That sounds familiar. I haven't heard of that. So it's like the East Coast Buc-ee's.
Yeah, kind of. They got more like the pizza and they got the self-serve, more fancy foods in there, than a Wawa, because Wawa's known just for subs, the subs, the little Italian subs.
Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar. I think I've heard like people say like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get a Wawa sub," or something like that.
You're gonna give me a hoagie today, yeah, that's it.
But I'm hungry.
I know. I gotta go eat something. I'm getting hungry too.
Yeah,
Actually, I funny thing of speaking. I just had a Wawa Caesar salad. So there you go.
It's way better than me. I was bad today. I had like, because I drank a lot like after the show yesterday, and I was like, Jack in the Box. Just give me Jack in the Box. I don't care. Give me all the tiny tacos. And I felt terrible, but at least I had something in my stomach.
Oh man. But what do you have coming up? Let's call it a night. I'm getting tired. I'm getting hungry. Actually, I think I can go eat because the salad is done. I want something else now. Whatever's in the fridge.
Right.
Mystery meal, right?
So actually just got this confirmed today. I'm going to be I'm going to be wrestling in at USWX this Friday, and it's going to I think it's called the event is called Divinity Spring Break, and it should be a pretty good show. Well, it is going to be a good show. I'm going to be wrestling there. I'm not going to say who yet, but you're going to like the surprise.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
The next night, I actually have a match with Tiger T, and me and him, we were partners for months and months and months, and I was doing the Rob Exotic thing. But
yes, I was going to talk about that, but we'll do that another time. We'll do another one. I'd like to have you.
I'd love to. Yeah, and then, anyways, felt he didn't take me seriously, so we lost the belts. I kind of took a month off and just trying to find myself, and then I came back, and I just felt like he wasn't doing enough work. So I just let him try to do everything, and he lost us the belts, and so now we're not friends. And now I'm gonna kick his ass.
Yeah.
And then the next night I have a lucha show, Coliseo Houston, and it's gonna be me. And I just got the match announced today, so I feel really bad that I can't remember everybody's names. I know like one of my opponents is Mika Madrid, and I just feel bad because I'm just going blank on my partner and her partner. And sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
You're just gonna go lucha on them. How's that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like whenever I'm at the lucha shows, it's just like no holds barred, and you're gonna get all of the exotic. Like,
right. Because you switch it up. You come from the exotic side to yep.
Yes, exactly. Like the smooth criminal is all action, no nonsense, all seriousness. The exotic is you don't know what you're gonna get, and
right.
You just better be on your toes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and then after that, just take a break and look for some other places to go. Right? Just
so I'm gonna be going down to I'm just gonna go down to McAllen next week and hang out with a certain friend, and then I'm gonna be back the next week wrestling at Rampage Wrestling, and then USWX again. So it's a busy week, a busy month.
Yeah. Well, if you're around, keep maybe you want to come down and hang out down in AC April the 23rd. I saw something. You might as well take a trip and hang out.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna check my calendar in a little bit and see if I'm free. And if I'm free, I'll definitely come down.
Why not? See what the shore's like, right? See what
I would love to. Actually, I just remembered. I'm pretty sure I'm booked on that day. Rampage, but
I'll keep you in touch. We'll keep in touch with other dates. There's always other shows that come around.
Yeah, you let me know the next show, the next day, and I'll be out there.
Absolutely. Boris, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for him for coming on tonight, and go see him in Texas at a show near him and you, and just go support him, buy his merch when you say hello, and have a good night and good luck wrestling and win some more belts and just have fun.
Thank you so much. It was so awesome to be on here, man. I really appreciate this.
And maybe when my friend Everett is better, he could join us on the podcast because he likes to talk too. So
that's cool, man. I love, like the more the merrier, right?
Absolutely. Because he could tell you some stories and he could double your brain too.
Good. I always love.
Look at that. I'm bringing up terms that are different. Thumbling. Like different. But anyway, I want to say thank you I have nothing else going on this weekend. I'm done. I ain't got no podcast. If you have anybody let me know.
If I have anybody I know, let you know. Okay, I definitely do. I know plenty of people that would love the chance they could talk to you, man.
All right. Absolutely. I like to do business. Let's do business. They call it business outside the ring, folks.
Right.
All right, folks. Have a good night, and thank you for listening. And this will be up tomorrow morning. I'll be putting the audio version out. I need to get that up there because I haven't done that in a while.
Right. That's pretty cool, man. I can't wait to.
But anyway, fans, you could check him out right here at social media.
Right down there.
And There you go. Click there, like and subscribe, and see his content. He has some. I should have said YouTube because there's a couple things on YouTube as well, but people don't really. They can see that on Google if they. But that's okay.
Honestly, better about making my YouTube page, but
Mhm.
I get really busy.
Yeah, that's it. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for listening, and call it a night. Good night, everybody. Until next time.
Come say hi.
Bye-bye. Yes, and hello. Good night. Hello. Oh, what is this? Geez, one more comment. Come on, Everett.
All right.
What is this? What is this? What is this?
In the world.
You know what, Everett? I'm gonna give you the stunner tomorrow night. All right.
Oh,
stay tuned. All right, that's it. Give me a hell yeah, right?
I like
that was good. That was really good to see him back. You know, one match with Owens. That was great to hear.
That was a pretty great moment. And then definitely wasn't expecting Vince McMahon to step into the ring.
We get the surprise stunner as always, but you know,
I love it. He, after all these years, he finally found a way to defend it. Just go down to one knee, stole back. But Austin was like, "No, you're gonna take this, man." And he fucking still gave it to him. I loved it.
That was great. And all the other matches were good too. I guess I really didn't watch it full. I'm gonna go back tonight and watch it. I'm gonna go back and watch it because there's some matches I wanted to see. The AJ versus Edge match actually, and I heard that was a good match. I heard
that was really good, and I was entertained by the Johnny Knoxville match and the.
You know what? That was so funny. That was like a slap. That was like the comical, like old days of wrestling. Like you just needed something like that to catch people's eye.
Well, what was funny is like I was talking to a bunch of people that were there and stuff like that. Just a certain other person that was having to be there. Anyways, but no one saw the hand. Like everyone in their live did not know the hand was there until like that slap came, and then just like, where did that come from? And it was.
I mean, we've seen it behind the stage before, you know, at Johnny's shows that he does, you know, and that's it.
Yeah, I saw like that's on the bag. I was there too. I had some pretty fancy seats to watch it from because Smooth Criminal doesn't stop. But we saw the Lamborghini and everything, but we didn't see the hand. So I don't know. It was great. It was a great night.
What'll come next? You know, next WrestleMania, we'll see what happens, right? Next. Actually, I was gonna say let's give a shout out to the Steiner brothers for being inducted. You know, Steiner brothers just got inducted. I didn't even mention that. That was awesome, and of course the Phenom himself, the Undertaker. You know.
Yes, I need to go back because I was.
I need doing something tonight.
There's a lot, and I still need to finish all the recent GCW because I definitely need to finish that.
Yes, Mark Henry, Mae Young,
Sun's WrestleMania debut. It's too much. It's too much, man. That's great.
He's a good ribber. He loves. What is this?
I love it.
Slap. We'll definitely play the once he's up and well, and I'll play it with you, and we'll get something together.
Yeah, I love that, man. This has been really fun, just really chill. I love this.
Mm-hmm. I know everybody's watching. What's today? Tuesday night? Monday night. Raw. The Raw Monday Night Raw. Oh, actually, I don't know. I don't think Effie's doing his Twitch tonight. I think he's the weather. So that's it. All right, Rob, Boris. Any words for your opponent this week, or anything for anybody? Say something.
All I'm gonna say is Tiger T. You're gonna get what I've been calling the BDE knee. Just one hit with that knee, you're gonna have brain damage for the rest of your life. I'm still gonna get that win, baby. That's how I do. And everybody else, surprises this weekend. I'm just gonna say. You don't know what you get when you get the exotic Rob Boris. Expect the unexpected.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. I wish I was in Texas right now, folks, but I'm not.
Oh, man. Me too, man.
Yeah.
Go get some sushi or some beer.
That's it. So long,
Yeah.
mate. All right, later, everybody. Have a good night too. All right, thank you, everybody. Till next time. I have no podcast. What am I gonna do? I got wrestling on the 23rd. That's about it. I got Titan Championship.
I'm checking it out. I'm looking online to see what y'all are doing.
Yeah, I'll send you some stuff.
Appreciate it.
No problem. That's it. Let's call it a night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Because I ruined this time frame. It's East Coast, West Coast. I don't know the time frames. Whatever.
I don't mean either, man. It's just messed me up too. So that's all.
Yep.
I got to talk about.
All right. You have a good night, Rob.
Hey, you too, man. Thank you so much.
Yep. Good night.
Good night, man.
You can find more Deathmatch Wrestle podcast on the following. Just hit the like button and share. You can hear the audio portion of Deathmatch Wrestle podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes. Social media, Deathmatch Wrestle podcast on Facebook, Twitter at DavidNJ32, Instagram, DavidNJ36, YouTube, David C. Russell, and DeathmatchWrestlePodcast.com. Podcast City Network, your top source for independent podcasting. Be creative, be yourself. PodcastCity.net. Facebook, Podcast City Network. Twitter at Podcast City Net. Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast merchandise available. PodcastCity.net/shop. Joners Wrestling Podcast Network. Head over to WrestlingWithJoners.com. Follow them on Facebook, Joners Wrestling Podcast Network. Twitter at with Joners _pod. I want to mention Collar and Elbow. collarandelbowbrand.com. Use the promo code Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast and save 10% off when you make a purchase. Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast.